Today, I wanted to touch upon a topic that is very close to my heart, which is consumption versus connections. And I mean with everything, not only food, but with information, people, anything. We are the creatures of consumption. I really believe that. I really believe that human beings are the only creatures here that consumes everything. Never stop. We keep on going. So that topic is very close to my heart. Like my friend would say, like, Nabiha, talk about that connection versus consumption. So that's when I realized that I talk about it a lot. I talk about it a lot. And the reason why I came across that idea, or the reason why connections made more sense than consumptions to me, was that my observation, by observing what our issue is, when it comes to food, especially. I have seen how we like to just consume and fill ourselves, and it's never enough. It's never enough because we're not hungry for food. Most of us are hungry for purpose, but we try to fill it with food and all kind of stuff. So it came clear to me that we don't have a food problem, we have a consumption problem. When I realized that, when I came in contact with people with different diets, that's when I realized, being with an omnivore or being with a fruitarian, the similarity between them. It's what made me become more aware of this concept. So I have spent time with an omnivore. I was one myself, and having that mindset, or thinking that, okay, I need meat to get my protein. I need to eat, 5 times a day to feel full. And I need this, and I need that, and I need that. That's a mindset of an ordinary people, like everyday person. And then you have the fruitarian that think like, okay, now I'm doing something right because I'm not eating animals, I'm not eating that, I'm not eating that, which is beautiful, and I love it, because animals are, have the same right to be here as us. So for us to feel like I have the right to kill you in order for me to live, I think that's just a selfish idea we created. So yes, changing from omnivore to vegetarian, or liquidarian, or whatever you want to call it, it's great. But again, I want you to know that you're just leaving this into another. So fruitarians, again, if you still attach to the mindset of consumption, you will consume every tree, all fruits and all vegetables, and because you're still trying to fill that void, fill that emptiness within yourself. And now you want to do it with fruits, right? That's not how it's supposed to be. I don't see the differences between a person that's omnivore, or a person that's consuming cooked food, versus a person that is consuming just fruits. Because if the consumption is still the same, if your mindset towards consumption is still the same, no matter what you consume, you will still have the same problem, So that's why I think it is very important to know the differences between consumption and connections. Okay? So, a person who is vegan, uh, who eats just vegetables, will exclude themselves from other people. So now we are creating another cult of like, okay, I'm better than you, this is what I'm doing. And you're doing that, and you're not. If you're both consuming, you're just consuming two different things, but the problem is consumption, so it's still the same. So me being with a fruitarian for a day, that fruitarian will look for fruits, where to go and get fruits, what tree to climb and get fruits, and how to consume, how to prepare the fruits, how to juice it, how to smoothie it. I don't know. It's a constant thinking of food. Fruits, 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 fruits. And then you are with somebody that eats cooked food, and they think about like, okay, what food to prepare, where to get it from, what a restaurant to go to, what this, what this. Again, same consumption, just different things. So whether you're a fruitarian or you are just a normal vegan, you are still in the same, in the same area, same place, same mindset. Now you're just consuming two different things. So let's maybe learn how to connect, and maybe that would help us, because when I mean connect, I mean like, let's say like fruitarians, if you are consuming pineapples today, try to connect with the pineapple instead of thinking about how to consume that pineapple, how full you will be, if two would be enough, if one will be enough. Having all this greed already of trying to fill that emptiness within you, it's a mindset of consumption. So if you let go of that and try to get to know the pineapple, you will know what the pineapple will do. You will know what kind of a job the pineapple has when it comes to your body. You will know the benefit that you and the pineapple have for each other, Like, you will know the pineapple as pineapple, and you will know its benefit to you, like your connection with it would be personal, And when it comes to connection, it's that you give more attention to the preparation of the fruit, for example. Like, feel the texture, smell it, just even taste it. Like, all of that is a kind of like a connection with the fruit. And then when you start the last part where you have to drink it, since you've already created a relationship with this fruit, the desire of just consuming it will decrease, because now you're more mindful. You know that, okay, just filling myself with this pineapple isn't going to do it, because you're already satisfied by the process of it, right? That's one way of doing it. Another way, it's also like, let's say like you go into, the forest somewhere, and you want to pick some berries or something like that. Instead of, like, let's say like a blueberry, pick one, eat it, keep on going. Instead, when you pick a blueberry and you just taste on it and you keep on going with your walk, it's like creating a connection, a relationship with that bush. And instead of like sitting down, picking a bucket or like a bag or whatever you have with you, and then holding all that blueberry in like few minutes and just take it with you and then eat it at night, that's a consumption. The energy changes. If you just pick few berries, keep on going with your walk, if you really desire that blueberry and you really like the blueberry, on your way back, that blueberry will be there for you. It will be there to connect with you. But if you just hoard and bring it home, that's the problem. That's the consumption. That's the energy of consuming it. That's the energy of consumption. So that's the problem. That is the problem. So if we just learn how to connect with our food, food will have a different relationship with us. The reason why food don't love you back is because you don't actually love it. You just want to fill yourself. If you really love the food and you love this fruit that's in front of you, get to know it. Know its importance. What is it doing here? What is this fruit? How does it grow from the tree? What kind of story does it have? I know it sounds crazy, but these things are alive. They have a story just like you and I, So just connecting with them would help you connect with yourself, because now you will move on from a mindset of consumption into connection, and that would help you so much, because this whole planet's problem is consumption. Whether we hoard information or food, or we just consume everything, and we don't know why. So learning how to connect will help you see and view this world differently, and it will be so much easier for you too. You wouldn't have to deal with all these addictions and everything, because the addictions are something that we create. So please just learn how to connect. And food has energy. Everything is energy. So from cooked to raw, from raw to liquid, and so on, that is an energy that is shifting. And it's not something that you force by saying like, oh, you know what, I'm going on liquid right now, blah, 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 that's what I'm doing. And now, or saying like, hey, I'm changing my diet into fruitarian, and that's what I'm doing. And that's, you just continue you will be continuing the consumption that way. So anyway, be mindful, connect. Really, every step is an energy. The more you connect, the more it will let go of you. But the more you are changing from one belief to another belief to another belief, and still connected to the consumption, you are still on the same path. So once you learn how to connect with your food, once you learn how to not hoard things and just stuff yourself, you will be so much lighter that you connect with everything like so easy. Everything that resonates with you will come to you. It will be part of you. So learn how to connect with everything, and it starts with your food. It starts with you. Connecting with yourself will help you connect with what you're consuming, and then change that into connection, and then flow with everything.